Welcome back to the Bookworms Buddy. It's time for Tuesday Talks. Tuesday Talks is the group that I started with my friend Janelle over at Mrs. J Rides Reads. Every Tuesday we discuss book-related topics. I will link to that group in the description box below. You guys can come check it out. This week's topic is on how do you handle a book that you've been spoiled with or spoiled on. For me, I've not really been spoiled all that much on books, and if I do get spoiled on a book, I usually forget before I get to the book. Now, if I'm reading a book and someone comes along and says, oh, I read that, this is what happens, then that would be a bad thing. Because I'm pretty sure I would remember that in the time span of reading the book. A lot of times someone's reading a book and they said, are you going to be reading this book? And I'll say, oh, probably at some point. I don't mind if they tell me things because, I'm not going to remember what they told me. That's just me. I have a hard time remembering stuff like that. So it doesn't really bother me a lot. But I know it's a huge issue with a lot of people, and I try not to spoil anybody with books because it's no fun to know what's going to happen. There's no surprise. I spoiled myself. I spoiled myself in the Outlander series. I spoiled myself, let's see what else. Reading Karen Slaughter books. I read the second series and spoiled myself for the first series because I read the second series first. And I didn't know at the time that they were together, that they would run together. So I spoiled myself in that one. I knew something was going to happen. That was not something I forgot, unfortunately. But, it waited to the very last book for that spoiler to happen, which made it even worse. If it would have happened more in the beginning of the series, then, it wouldn't have been as bad. But, yeah. So usually I spoil myself more than people spoil me. And, you just handle it. I'll still read the book even if I'm spoiled. So, no spoiling me. But yeah, that's pretty much it on that. Just, do your best not to spoil people on books. It's really no fun. Even in, when you're writing reviews and stuff. When I write reviews, I try to be as vague as possible. And even nowadays, reading the back of a book, reading the synopsis is just, it ruins things, in some stories. So do your best not to spoil other people. Keep it clean. Let them feel that same excitement for themselves that you did. And, things will be great that way. But that's it for me for this week on Tuesday Talks. Let me know if you've been spoiled in books before and how you reacted. Thanks, guys, for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.